Hi guys, it's Beth with Diamond Painting with Beth, and today we are just going to have a little chat and do some diamond painting. It's been a little while since I've done a WIP and chat, so I actually have some tag questions that I am going to answer for you guys. I currently, though, am using my phone to record this video because I'm waiting on an extension because I rearranged my craft area, so I don't have room for my camera right now. My cord won't reach over to plug in where it needs to plug in at now, so I have to use my phone for this video. I probably will be a little quiet. I have a kid sleeping on the couch, and it is early in the morning. I actually can't sleep right now. I decided to do some rearranging, and I was like, well, I'll take some stuff out to my shed. So I get out to my shed, and somebody had tried to break into my shed. So the lock on it is broke. So this was at 7:30, and as all of you know, Walmart is closing early. So I had to rush to Walmart to get padlocks and the stuff for padlocks so that I could lock it. I mean, there's not really a lot of stuff in my shed, but there's a lot of my husband's stuff in there still. And for those of you that have watched my past videos, my husband passed away about 2.5 years ago. So I don't want his stuff taken. I want to be able to save that for my kids when they get older. You know, anything they want. But, so I had to get all that done. And I was trying to rearrange, like I said, my craft area. And, so I had to take care of that. And then I finally got my craft area rearranged. It's not exactly how I want it. I still need to go through some stuff. But, you know, I've got at least another week to do all that. So, get down there, drill. So, I said I've got time to get all that done. I don't like that gapping, but it'll be alright. I did get the video that I was working on done. I just now have to edit it. And that will probably take me a little while. Because there's like, oh gosh, 7-8 hours worth of footage, I think. So, I have a lot to do there. But anyways, let's get into something a little, well, hopefully not as depressing. So I have some questions here. I'm going to kind of mix them up a little bit. I got 2 different ones. Excuse me. Let's see. What is my name? My name is Beth, as you all know. I am from a little town in southern Indiana called North Vernon. It's just a little old town. I currently live in another smaller town. It's called Seymour, Indiana. And no, there's not any more to see here. But anyways, but yeah, I grew up in North Vernon. I will be, let's see, well, I need to see when this video is going to get posted real quick. It'll get posted probably the 1st. So I will still be 40 years old. But I am getting ready to turn 41. And my birthday is Friday. So I will be 41 on Friday. How many siblings do you have? I had 2 siblings. I have 2 brothers. One of them is still alive. My baby brother is. My oldest brother died when he was 17. I was 14. So that was a pretty rough time in my childhood. Let's see, how tall am I? I am 5'1", I believe. Yeah, not very tall at all. Let's see here. Dogs or cats? I honestly prefer cats. I've always been a cat person, but I do have a dog now. And I never ever thought I would be a dog person. I really didn't. But I love my dog. She's my baby. Get this done faster. But, I think I liked actually single placing these. There's not as many gaps. Okay, next. What year were you born? I was born in 1979. So, I guess I'm technically a 70s baby, but I'm, it was the last year of the 70s. I didn't grow up in the 70s. I grew up in the 80s. Who is your first best friend? My first best friend, her name was Angie. We lived on, well, she lived, I think, a road over from me, but I lived on, I think it was called 8th Street. But she was my first best friend. I did not go to college. I did take a couple courses, but I did not finish. I just got so busy with the kids that, trying to help them in school, and I had to go back to work because my husband got sick. I just didn't have time for schooling anymore. I would like to go back, and maybe soon I will. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens. What are your hobbies? Well, as you know, diamond painting. I used to crochet, and I would like to get back into that soon, but I'm not sure when I will. I also knit. I taught myself how to knit, so let's see. What is my favorite drink? I am addicted to Mountain Dew. No. I have... Oh, crap. That's not what I wanted to do. That's all right. I have cut back on my Mountain Dew a lot, but I still drink it. Tea or coffee? Oh, that's a hard one. It really is, because I like them both. If I really, really had to have my choice, it would be tea. because I could drink that hot or cold. What are your life goals? I guess my life goals are just to make sure that my kids are happy, make sure my grandbaby's happy. And I tell you, this social distancing is killing me because I want to see him so bad. But I don't want to go near him because even though I'm feeling fine, that doesn't mean I'm not a carrier of the virus. And I would not want to get anywhere near him just in case. But it's killing me. I really want to see that baby. What sports do you play or have you played? Excuse me again. Don't worry, it's not the virus. I just have allergies bad. With me moving a bunch of stuff around today. And that really, really affected my allergies. But, let's see, where was I? What sports do you play or have you played? Of course, I don't play any sports now. But I did run track and I ran cross country. I was not that great in cross country. I hate long distance. But I loved track. Short distances and hurdles. Hurdles was my favorite. Until I fell and hurt myself and could not do it anymore. I cracked my kneecap almost completely in half, and there just was no coming back from that. There really wasn't. I tried and tried and tried. Have you read any books? Have any books you read changed your life? No, not really. Most of the books that I read, when I read, are mystery thrillers. I mean, yeah. Like one of my favorite series of books is James Patterson's The Women's Murder Club. So, I don't think those books would really change my life. What is your favorite movie? My favorite movie of all time would have to be Gone with the Wind. I absolutely love that movie. I loved that novel. The novel was, of course, 10 times better than the movie, but most aren't. But yeah, Gone with the Wind is probably my favorite movie. Who are your favorite YouTubers? I'm not going to answer that because there's a lot of them. I will say some good ones that I enjoy watching are, of course, Mrs. Crochet and Coffee. Yes, Mrs. Coffee. Rachel Ray. I enjoy watching Mindy's Diamond Painting, Crafts with Crashly, And then there's quite a few of them. But I watch almost every video of theirs. There's actually quite a few that I watch. Quite a few. Do you speak any languages and how well? I speak English, and I think I do pretty well. I did learn some German in high school. I couldn't really tell you any of it now, but so I'm just messing with my computer for a minute. Took these headphones off. I was watching a YouTube channel while talking to you guys. Are you single or taken? I am currently single. I honestly have no plans of dating anyone anytime soon. Doesn't mean it won't happen, but it's not in my plans for my future right now. What is your idea of your dream date? I don't really know. I mean, it's been so long since I've been on a date. But I know when me and my husband went out for the first time, he took me to a movie, went out to this really nice seafood restaurant, which I loved. But our first date was on Valentine's Day. So, Valentine's Day was our first date. He was such a sweetheart and a gentleman. I actually drove to his house to meet him. But I got there. He had me a single pink rose and a card. And then he had a gift for me. So I opened the gift, and it was a pair of diamond earrings. So that was sweet of him. And then we got married a couple months later. So how long was your longest relationship? 15 years. Or almost 15 years. It would have been 15 years the year after my husband died. So we had just celebrated our 14th wedding anniversary. Because, it was actually in August and he died in September. But we didn't celebrate our wedding anniversary on our wedding anniversary because my dad had passed away 2 days before our wedding anniversary. So I just really wasn't in the mood to celebrate. So a few months later, my husband took me out to eat for our wedding anniversary. would you describe your fashion sense? I'm a jeans and t-shirt kind of girl if I'm going out. If I'm staying home, you give me some sweatpants or some leggings or something and a t-shirt. I don't really, I guess, have much of a fashion sense. I just like to be comfortable. I mean, if I was actually going somewhere, that's a little different. But what is your go-to hairstyle? A bun. Just put my hair up in a bun and go. I'm fine with that. What is your go-to fast food order? Be a number one, please. Large fries and a large sweet tea. Yep, give me that Big Mac meal. That's my go-to. Do you use a PC or a Mac? I use a PC. I have never really been an Apple person. Always been a PC person. What is your most memorable vacation memory? Oh gosh. Probably have to be, I was probably 8. And we went to Huntsville, Alabama to see my grandpa and my grandma and my nana. And we went to the Space Center there in Huntsville. And I decided I wanted to be an astronaut. I had so much fun down there. I wanted to be an astronaut. Of course, I'm not an astronaut. But yes, I wanted to be an astronaut. And I just remember going down there and going to the Space Center. And they had the little ships that you could get in and navigate around. And it was just fun. We didn't take a lot of vacations when I was a kid, so because my mom always had to work. My stepdad didn't work a lot, so we had to, live off my mom's income, which wasn't always much. But what are your morning, evening routines? Oh, well, normally I am up by 5 o'clock in the morning. I hop in the shower, I get dressed, and I go to work. And then I work from 6 o'clock in the morning until 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So, yeah, that's my morning routine. So my evening routine, since I don't get off work till 6 o'clock in the afternoon, is I come home, I get something to eat, sit down and diamond paint, and relax for a little while, and then I go to bed. My life is actually quite boring. That's why I really don't do a lot of WIP and chats, because I don't do anything. I go to work, come home. That's about it. Well, I did. Not right now. Do you have any bad habits? yes, I am a smoker. That is probably the worst bad habit I have, is smoking. I'm not a big drinker. I'll drink occasionally, or I'll drink a glass of wine here and there. But I'm not a big drinker, so I don't do drugs. I did when I was younger, but nothing hard or anything. It was just, a little bit of marijuana. But yeah, basically my bad habit is smoking. Tell us one thing about you that we wouldn't know. Well, honestly, there's a lot you guys wouldn't know right now. You're still getting to know me. I'm still getting to know you guys. So, I really don't know. Let's see. Let's think of something. Well, one thing you wouldn't know about me, I guess, is my mom and dad divorced when I was a baby. And then she got married to my stepdad, who raised me. That'd be one thing. Another thing is, before I married my husband, I was in another relationship. We weren't married, but I had a little boy. And when me and my husband got together literally right before his first birthday. And so he practically raised him as his own. So, yeah, I guess that right there you wouldn't know about me. Describe your first crush. Gosh, my first crush. I don't even honestly remember my first crush. Now I can tell you about the first guy that I thought I was in love with. Yeah, I thought he was the love of my life. And we dated off and on for probably 2 years. And he had actually asked me to marry him, and I said yes. And then probably 2 weeks later, I found out he cheated on me. Well, there went that. I wasn't doing that. So I left him. But yeah, that was probably my first crush. And he was just this tall, skinny redneck. So, what theme parks have you been to? I have been to Kings Island in Ohio. I've been to Holiday World, and I've been to Six Flags of Kentucky Kingdom. I think that's it. I almost went to Six Flags in Houston, but I ended up moving back to Indiana before I could go. What is your favorite genre of film and why? I am a horror girl. I love my horror movies. I don't really know that I have an answer why. I guess I like getting scared. I don't know. But I remember growing up, especially around Halloween, watching Sammy Terry. And if any of you don't know who Sammy Terry is, just Google him. You'll find out who he is. But he used to host horror shows. And I loved watching Sammy Terry. And I think that's what got me into the horror shows, is watching Sammy Terry and his little spider, even though I hate spiders. But yeah, so yeah, just Google Sammy Terry if you want to know who he is. What was your dream job as a kid? Well, I guess we already talked about that. And I wanted to be an astronaut. I also wanted to be a veterinarian. I love animals, but what turned me away from that is I just don't think I could put down an animal. I know sometimes it's for the best, but I just don't think I could do it. I did work in a animal shelter once, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And I tried to get as many of those animals adopted out as I could, because not all animal shelters, and I honestly don't remember if the one I worked for was this way or not, but if they were there for too long, they euthanized them. And that's what turned me away from being a veterinarian. What is your coffee order? Well, it depends. Am I just making a cup of coffee or going to the gas station and getting some coffee? Then I need some cream and sugar in it. Not a lot of cream, not a lot of sugar, just something to give it that little bit of a taste. Now, if I'm going to Starbucks, I need my vanilla bean frappuccino with caramel drizzle on it. Who is your celebrity crush? Oh, gosh. That's a hard one, because I've had so many. I mean, when I was younger, it was Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio. Many, many years ago, it was Tom Cruise. You know, like I said, I'm an 80s kid, so if you watch Top Gun, let's see, who else? A wrestling fan. I was a hardcore Stone Cold Steve Austin fan. But yeah, I don't, gosh, who would be one now? Gosh, Chris Hemsworth. Oh yeah, I'd take Thor any day. Bring him on. Let's see. Do you have any pets? Show them to us. I will see about getting a picture of them, but I have 2 cats and a dog. So I will post some pictures of them here. What do you do in your free time? Well, I diamond paint. I watch YouTube. Not only do I watch my YouTube, but I also watch YouTube with my son. I will watch him play video games. He plays video games in the living room, and that's where my crafting area is in the living room. What is your favorite color? My favorite colors are pink and aqua, or a turquoise type color, and then it would be purple, and then probably blue. Have you been to any concerts or festivals? Yes, my very first concert, I think I was 11, and I went and seen New Kids on the Block. So I was a big Joey McIntyre fan. I loved Joey, and then it would have been Donnie, and then Jordan. But yes, my very first concert was New Kids, and my mom took me for my birthday. And before we went there, she took me out to eat at this restaurant called Ryan's. I don't think you can find those anymore around here, but I'm not for sure. But yeah, Ryan's. She took me out to eat there, and then we went to the concert. So my mom went to the concert with me. And then when I was, I think I was 15 or 16. Can't really remember for sure. But I went to the George Strait Country Music Festival with my grandma, my aunt, and my cousin. That was an awesome concert. It was like 8 hours long. Yeah, of course, George Strait was there. Tim McGraw was there, and I tell you, I just died when he was there. Tim McGraw was another celebrity crush. Kenny Chesney was there. The Dixie Chicks. And, oh gosh, I think his name was Mark. Can't remember for sure, but there was quite a few others there. So that was fun. What are your favorite values in friends? Honesty, which that is one in anyone, and trustworthy. You need trustworthy friends. What social media are you addicted to? Well, I'm getting pretty addicted to Instagram. I check it all the time. I post updates on Instagram all the time of my paintings. So, yeah, it's getting pretty good there. How do you get along with your family? I get along good. My family has actually gotten very small. Like I said, my dad passed away in 2017. My mom's still alive. And then I still have my grandma. And I have my little brother. And then my kids. I have some aunts and uncles too, you know. But my mom's sister passed away too. So that aunt is gone. And then within the last year and a half, both of my in-laws have passed away. So, what is the biggest struggle you overcame? I don't really know that I have completely overcame it yet, but my biggest struggle was the day I lost my husband. It's still a struggle. Of course, it's something that I will always just have to learn to cope with. But I have not overcame it yet. I still have my days. Not near as many as what I did have, but I still have those days. What are you happiest with in your life? My kids. My kids are what makes me happiest. I think I've done a decent job raising them. I just wish the one would have finished school. Smart kid. Just got tired of school and he didn't want to go. So that made it rough, but I'm hoping he'll get over this video gaming stage soon and decide to get his butt in gear. Let's see here. What else do we have? Alright. these are some new YouTuber tagger questions. Is this your first channel? No, actually it is not. Many years ago, I made a channel for a game that I played, and I posted some videos. Of course, I mean, I wasn't trying to make it big or nothing. I just wanted to post some videos. But yeah, it was a fun little adventure. What is your channel about? Basically diamond painting. I would like to get into more crafts later on. Who is your target audience? Everyone. I hope everyone enjoys my videos. I have no target audience. I honestly don't think it would be good to actually target people if you want to make a successful channel, which if I have a successful channel, that's awesome. It's not really my goal. Let's see. Before I finish saying anything, I want to make sure that none of these other questions. Okay. Yeah. There is a goal question, so we'll get to the rest of that when we get to that question. Why should anyone subscribe to your channel? I hope they just like watching my videos and enjoying my paintings. And when I do talk to you guys, I hope I don't bore you to death. I mean, I don't want anybody to just subscribe. I want you to enjoy my videos, enjoy my unboxings. I know not a lot of people, I don't think, like time lapses, but I will have a time lapse video coming up. But and I have had one before, and I'm learning how to do those better. But yeah, I hope whoever subscribes just likes watching me and listening to me when I talk. Where do you see yourself in your YouTube channel in 5 years? Honestly, I haven't really thought about that. I just made this channel for fun, to share what I do, and possibly make a few new friends along the way. That would be great. But I haven't really thought about the future of my channel. I mean, I guess it's just something that we'll just have to see what happens when it happens. What inspired you to start making videos? I just wanted, to show diamond painting. I guess nothing really inspired it, so to say. I just thought it would be something fun to do, help me get out of my shell, because I am a very shy person. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's the main reason why I started my YouTube channel, so that it would help me get out of my shell. Help me get more comfortable, talking to people. I mean, once I get to know you, I have no problem talking, Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? We already answered that earlier. How much time do you spend on YouTube every day? Oh gosh. I spend quite a bit of time, actually. But I'm going to say at least 4 hours a day. At least. Because I try to watch all the videos that I can. So yeah, at least 4 hours a day. Do you watch your favorite programs regularly on YouTube? Well, I mean, if you consider people diamond painting, yeah, I guess I do. I do watch a few movies every now and then on YouTube, but actual programs, no. What does your username mean? Well, it means diamond painting with Beth. Means you can diamond paint along with me. Worst thing about YouTube? Honestly, I don't know yet. I had been gone away from YouTube for actually quite a while and just came back recently, so I wouldn't know what the worst or best thing is off the top of my head right now. I really wouldn't. Which software do you use for video editing? I am using a program called WeVideo. It's an online-based video editing service. So my completed videos are not stored on my hard drive, so that leaves all that space. I can record on my phone and send it over to the website, and then I can get on my computer and actually edit. Which camera do you use to record videos? Normally I have which one is it? It's a Logitech C920, I think, is what I normally use. I just here recently, well, this will be my second video using my phone. So, just looking to see if there's any more C's. Not in this section to look like. Let's see. What are your goals when it comes to YouTube? Alright, my goals. I'm going to take a drink real quick. My goals. Okay. My goals is just to, like I said, this is to help me get out of my comfort zone. Talking to an audience, basically. I have never been good at that. Even though you guys aren't right in front of me, I still have to, it still feels like an audience talking to me. So I'm working on that. So that is one of my goals, to get 100% comfortable with being able to talk and say whatever I want. Well, basically whatever I want. I want people to like my channels for what they are. I don't want people to try to change me. I mean, I guess some change is good, but I'm just trying to be myself. But I don't really have any long-term goals for YouTube. Whatever happens. If my channel becomes a success, that's great. If it doesn't, that's okay too. I'm fine with that. I just started the channel for me, to get to know people that like doing crafts and, likes diamond painting and, just that. So like I said, if it becomes successful, that's awesome. I am glad. If it doesn't, I'm perfectly fine with that too. I don't want anybody to think that they have to watch me. I don't want to force anybody into doing that. I want you to be here because you want to be here. I am not real chatty in live streams, and a lot of that is because I'm trying to whip it with you. I'm trying to work on my project while you're talking. I honestly hardly ever look at the screen. I do have my tablet out now, and I'm getting a new case for it. That'll be here next week, I think. So I'll be able to watch the chat more, because I can set it on my table and still be able to watch the chat and diamond paint. Whereas right now, well, my laptop was to the left of me, now it's to the right of me. So, I don't want to have to keep, turning sideways. Of course, if I see something and I want to type something, I'll be able to do that now. I can just, turn over and type. But, yeah, I don't. That's one of the main reasons. Because I was always too busy working, because when I was working my job, I worked 12 hours a day. So I don't have a lot of time to work on my diamond paintings. But I want to catch lives. So the best way to do that was just work on my paintings and listen. And there's nothing wrong with that. Have you ever met anyone from YouTube in real life? No, I have not. Would I like to? Oh, sure. I'd love to meet some people. And hopefully one day I will. How often will you upload videos? Right now, I upload videos 3 days a week. I upload on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Now that we are homebound, I may upload a few more. But I normally see Monday's normally an unboxing. Wednesday was kitten chats, because I was getting done with my paintings pretty quickly, to be honest. I'm going to try to do more WIP and chats. Oh, crud. So yeah, I'm going to try to do more WIP and chats. And then right now, Fridays are also normally an unboxing. Of course, once I get caught up, oh crap, what am I doing? Once I get caught up on my unboxings, Fridays will probably come out of that. And then we'll just have to figure out something. I don't know yet what. Does your family, friends support you in making videos? As far as I know, yes, they do. I know I have a couple friends that think I'm kind of crazy because of all the diamond paintings I buy and everything, but it's like, they're like, oh, you need to get out and get a life. Well, this is my life right now. This is what I want. This is what makes me content. This is what I'm happy with doing. In a year or two down the line, that may totally change. Who knows? Nobody knows exactly what their future holds. So, any advice for new YouTubers? Be yourself. That's probably the best advice anybody could give you, is to just be yourself. Don't try to be somebody that you're not. And if you have questions, ask. Another thing that I recommend is, how can I say this without, most Facebook groups don't allow you to post your channel, and there are some that do, but just, take your time, get out there, and like I said, just be yourself. Yeah, because you don't want people watching you, and then, something happens, and say you meet them, and, you're totally not that person they thought you were. You don't want people thinking that of you. And have fun. Have fun with what you're doing. If you're not having fun with it, then honestly, there's no point in doing it. I really enjoy making my videos. I love doing the unboxings. Unboxings are probably my favorite videos because I love seeing the different paintings and just people's reactions to them. I mean, that's just awesome. But yeah, I think that was the last question. And we are almost an hour, so we are going to wrap this video up. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't ramble or babble too much. But yeah, I hope to get some more WIP and chats done. They may not be as long, I guess. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're all staying safe. Stay home unless you have to leave. I try to only leave once a week. Because I have to do my normal shopping once a week. We just wouldn't be able to live if I didn't. We'd starve to death probably. But just stay safe during this time. And I know there was some pretty bad tornadoes in, I believe it was Arkansas. So to all of those of you that were affected by that, my thoughts and prayers are with you. You and your families and your town. I hope and pray that you guys can, rebuild strong. I hope you have a great community. I know I've seen a lot of communities that get hit by tornadoes. You guys have strong bonds, and I hope your community is like that. So again, you guys are in my thoughts and prayers. But I guess until next time, guys, or next time, I will see you all whenever that may be, hopefully soon. But I hope you have a great day, great evening, great night, whatever time it is. I hope it's great for you. Until next time, guys. Bye.